Hey, that's live, baby. Oh my god, as usual, I forgot the music.
Why?
Do you finally have a template set up to put our socials and shit in the chat?
Devil, I have always had that. And why you only wait to say that until we're already streaming so that you can pretend to
I find it
dunk on
funny.
me. Exactly. Cease.
It's a...
Dude, I sound really good on stream. Holy crap.
Are you listening to yourself on stream right now?
I needed to know how I sounded through stream.
Do I sound good? Yes.
No, you sound like Danny.
Quiet you.
Yeah.
Cállate.
Is that our lovely chat that I see?
Devil, you sound like a robot.
Do I?
Better know. Hi, everybody. What's up, guys?
It's your boy here. Coming at you live from the Anigomi hot server.
Oh.
Am I doing that right? What are the other generic openings from every other shit YouTuber?
What is hot server?
Hot server,
It's
huh?
hot steamy.
Ew, stop!
It feels bad. You should also turn me down a tiny bit in the stream because I'm louder than all of you.
Yeah, exactly. You're at 90% and you're still louder.
Back up!
Because I know how to gain stage. Anyways.
Okay.
Uzumaki liked it.
Everybody. That steamy was steamy. Yeah, it was too steamy.
Yeah.
Like my
It's
ass.
you're gonna start the fire alarm if you keep doing that.
My ass is my dinner when I'm done with it.
Quiet!
Whoa there, not hot and steamy. I agree. I agree. I want an apology.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell
This is the apology stream today.
This is where we apologize for all of Danny's sins. Number 1, being born.
Stop!
Number 2, being too hot.
Okay. Anyways, hi guys. We are here with some lovely people, and double.
Why am I
Burb.
multiple people? Oh.
So we are here with Danny.
Hello.
Let's have everybody introduce themselves. Danny, what's up?
Hey yo, it's me, Danny. What's up, y'all? I'm so happy to be here with you guys.
What do you do at Anigomi?
What do I do in Anigomi? Well, I helped found it with Mazu. I write scripts. I do a little voice acting. I'm going to be a very fun bard soon. I am Mina Ashido and Mirko. And
Who else am I?
I mean...
No. Devil, shut the... You are testing me today. You are testing me today.
We just started the stream, folks.
I am frankly not in the mood.
Oh, Nagasashi Oda and Astolfo.
Yes.
I'm also them. Yeah, so I write scripts. I've audio edited some in the past, but I don't do that right now.
yeah, and yeah, I mean, you guys might not see me
For a little bit in streams and stuff, but I'll be back before you know it.
Yep, Danny's leaving to go to
Again.
a real person job, and we're all
Again.
furious.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everyone wants me so bad.
I'll miss you guys.
Yes, correct. Devil, introduce yourself, please, and be civil.
Shit. I was just about to make a pun about Danny finding Anigomi.
Uh-huh.
Like,
What?
did you find it where you bury the stuff from the outhouse?
Stop.
What? Founded! Ding dong dummy.
Yeah, yeah, you found it.
No.
I'm Devil
No.
Burb. I do Devil Burb things for Anigomi.
Oh my god. Is that it?
I'm also our audio and video editor and our photo editor to an extent. And I run the server.
Thank you.
I think it's really fun to ban people.
It really does. So if you're not gonna test anybody, probably don't pick Devil. He will ban you immediately.
Every time somebody does anything, my first thing is like, oh man, I want to ban him so much. And Marge's like, no, we can't.
Literally, yes. I'm the only reason, by the way, that many people aren't banned. Okay.
Pig nose.
Me, I'm Mars. I run channel. I have management. That me. And sometimes I
And
voice
beautiful
act,
voice.
And I direct. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And Thomas is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's me.
Garfunkel's
Hi.
in chat. Hi, Garfunkel. Thomas, talk about what you do. Who do you voice? What's up?
Hi. Yeah, my name's Thomas. I voice some characters. I do Deku sometimes. I do Erwin from AOT. Just for this channel, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't think I've done anything else for this channel though. That's pretty much all I've
Not
done.
yet. Yeah, no, Thomas's range is insane. Like, you can hear his speaking voice right now, and then this man pulls out, like, a very good Ervin.
Thank you.
Thomas, your voice is so charming. I am excited to hear the next thing you do with us.
I'm not Thomas.
Thanks, guys.
Devil,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
this is
not
true.
talking to you.
Hi, chat. I can only do anime women voices. That's okay.
I like you.
Listen,
I
What?
like Thomas's
That's
voice. Aw.
Thanks.
Everybody likes your voice, Thomas.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So
I try
what
my
we're gonna be
best.
doing today. So as per usual, I'm not sure. I mean, if you guys have been to a Anigomi stream before, planning not our strong suit.
What?
Many
Never.
things not our strong suit. So actually, Devil Burb is typing in our in the talk that I'm about to send. Oh no, this is Danny typing.
that's me.
Okay,
Should I'm
Danny.
gonna make it a different color so that we know who wrote different sections.
Fair enough. Okay.
Mm.
Yes. Okay.
Not
so
that's
here's
a bad color.
yeah. We don't plan here, Glitch Karma. We just no. You feel pretty today. Aw. Who does the Gyu voices and who does the Rengoku voices? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Gyu is Korehan, and he's not here, but we love him. And Garfunkel, who is in chat, does Rengoku. So, fucking-
Garfunkel.
and Garfunkel, if you ever want to pop in while we're still going, no permission needed, my dear
It costs you
friend.
$10.
Just jump on in. Do not send Devil $10 under any circumstances. I have absolutely no idea what he's gonna do with it, unless that's not even enough to buy you a pizza. So I don't know what you do with it.
What if I save it up?
And then what?
I buy Monster.
Is Monster more than $10?
It's $20 a case.
What?
Why do you know how much it is a case? Why do you have it memorized? How much a case
Because I
is?
buy it by the case.
Why did I hear
Why
him
did
tap
you-
a case when he said that?
I hope that was your desk.
Yeah, it's $20 per case for 12 cans.
We don't think that maybe we should stop this addiction?
I used to
It's
drink 3 to
cheaper.
4 a day, so I mean, I'm drinking
That's
1 a
wrong.
day. I think we're doing pretty good.
But I mean,
Making
technically that's
strides.
Welcome to the voice, or welcome to the Discord, second chairman. Also, Darlin, everyone's voice has a place in voice acting. Devil,
Okay.
shut up.
Okay, I have very
Double-
strong opinions on things.
Devil
And
is
sometimes
wrong.
they're wrong.
Yeah, sometimes he has terrible,
Objectivity,
terrible
man.
opinions. Yeah, what's up, Skyla? Hi, Milo. Appreciate you, Garfunkel. Aw. Gotta act. So true,
One day come
bestie.
across.
Okay, let me... Oh my god, Veronica, our first little green sun. Oh, Evolution Freak, thank you for the $5!
A green sun?
I've never seen the green sun. Can't stay for long,
Also-
unfortunately, but wanted to pop in and say hello and give some support, says Evolution Freak. Thank you! Very much
Hi,
appreciated.
Evolution Freak.
ありがとうございます。
Arigato.
Remember, you having a subscription to us makes you better than your peers. We need
Correct.
to love you more.
Is that what makes you better than your peers if devil love you?
Oh, subjective. Subjective.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
I get it.
Green sun homestuck reference. What does that
Oh,
mean?
God. I know what it means, and I hate that I know what it means. Garfunkel. Garfunkel, no.
We're getting in on 10 minutes in, so let's go ahead and... Alright, here we are. Now, as you can tell, Devil Burp started this dog because it's in Comic Sans. So,
I thought that'd be funny.
here we go. First thing that I hear you guys, or I see you guys talking about. You know what, Devil? Do you want to give this presentation?
No, this isn't my stream.
It is literally your stream, correct?
What?
How do you get a commission for a specific audio? Email us. I will put the email in chat right now.
Listen, if you send me $20, I'll send you the link to get it.
They are currently
Why?
$200 plus $50 if you don't want us to post it on YouTube. Otherwise, we will post it on YouTube for everyone to enjoy. Thank you, Leandra. Oh, she said, love you guys. Thank you for the donation.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Me
Would love
guzzle
the
my
opportunity
Skype
to try
real
for
quick.
Anigomi. Are y'all gonna hold more auditions in the future? Yes, this is a stream introing that we are about to open up casting calls again. Yes, Skyla, $200. Crystal, we will get to the hardware that you need, my dear. $200, y'all making bank? Not really. There's
Yeah,
We have
No,
a
we're
huge
not.
team.
We have a
We
very
have a
big
huge
team.
team.
So when 6 or 7 people work on it, we all get like 20 or $30.
That's very generous, Mars.
Yeah, plus, okay, so $200 plus minus 30% for taxes. Split that up among like 5 people. So actually, no.
yeah.
Who does Bakugo's voice?
That is Devin.
Whoop whoop.
Devon.
Yeah.
That
I
is
listened to the
Devin.
Bakugo audio earlier this week. I was like, yeah. yeah.
And then
Yes.
Devin's
you
really
say
good.
like Bakugo, but replace the beginning B with a K.
No, I
No.
won't say that, Stinky.
Damn it.
I'm not gonna lie, Ramen, things are a little tough recently. We definitely lost money last month, so
Oh,
the
yeah.
idea that we're oh, we had another donation, I missed it. Sophie sent $5 and said I have to leave, but I love you guys. Have so much fun.
Oh,
Oh,
we love you.
thank you.
Kitty, what do you
Lots
hate
of
me?
love.
Who does L? Aro. Aro's not here, but we love her. How often do you open casting calls, and what positions would be open around those times? We do casting calls whenever we can't cast them with someone in Anigomi. So if we need a high-voiced lady while Danny's gone, we'll be having to
Hello.
cast, because there's nobody in Anigomi that can do that.
I'll do it.
And recently we
Okay.
just had a ton of roles open up. We parted ways with a voice actor, and all of their roles are back up for grabs. So we're going to be posting some casting call about that.
Whoop, whoop.
Some casting call. Oops. Devil would be an amazing Aizawa. Do not encourage him. Sophie, thank you for the little waving doggy boy.
There's
Why
a
can't I
Shiba
think of the word?
Inu.
Yeah, Shiba Inu.
Shiba
there you go.
Inu. The Shiba dog.
Request
Yeah,
what?
so-
Not sure what you're talking about, baby. What if someone wanted to do VA but didn't want you to pay them? Some voice actors choose not to be paid. Garfunkel for a while was unpaid, but he's paid now. It's just because they choose to not be paid, but I give everyone the opportunity to be paid if they would like to be paid. We don't pay a ton because, once again, we don't make a lot of money. So if you want to make a ton of money, that is not why you should want to be a voice actor at all. Let's be clear.
Do you have to be a specific age?
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
The one you
18
are
and
right
up.
now.
Yeah, we're 18 and up. We are
18
18
and
and up here. The only people that are not 18 and up have been grandfathered into Anigomi from when we were not doing audios.
Yeah, when we founded Anigomi, they were also founding Anigomi with us.
Yeah, so that would be Lux and Sam, which Sam hasn't done an audio in like a billion jillion years, and they
Aw.
just did Krona. And then did they do anything else other than Krona?
They did Hagakure in the 1A girls sleepover.
Oh, right. Yep.
That was a great one.
No, Lux is still with us. Nope.
We love a Lux.
Lux is gonna be an adult soon. Can we talk about that?
I don't think that's
Ooh.
allowed. I'm going to make him 17.5. Okay?
Terrible.
Crap.
My little brother can't grow up. I refuse. That means I'm old. And I'm not old, so.
What if you are younger but you can voice act good? Unfortunately, you will have to wait until you are 18, my beloved. 3 more years, said Karma. That's alright. Who voices Rengoku? Garfunkel! He might be still in the chat, but he has a real life and important things and a fulfilling relationship and a cool person
Blah,
job.
blah, blah,
and,
blah, blah.
Oh, one other thing, Mars. I did notice.
What up?
Somebody said how comes we have more male-oriented VA audios. That is because,
Y'all
Mars,
only
what you say,
watch them.
95% of our viewership is looking to simp these hot boys.
Let's look at these together. Let's look at we'll remove the curtain real quick.
You have
doing
to
a
play to
stats
your
check?
audience.
We'll do a stats check.
Yeah.
All right. Of you lovely, lovely Anigomi viewers, 83% of you are female. 10 are female. 83% of you are female, 10 are male, and the remainder are user specified, which I can only assume means like non-binary or something like that. So peace and love. Our female audios do not do well. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we only have like about 3 female presenting voices that actively do
anything?
audios right now. Soon that's going to be 2 again for the next 2.5 months. It will be
Yeah,
2.
We have what? Mars, you and Ghostly right now?
Yeah, but it'll just be me and Ghostly
Yeah.
until Danny comes back.
Yeah.
Unless we cast. We tried. Okay,
I
I
love
tried.
Ghostly.
I really did try. I tried to cast someone off our last casting call that was a female voice, and the last casting call didn't go very well. But the one before that, I really tried to cast someone, and I even accepted their audition, and I reached out to them, and then they ghosted me.
But not ghostly.
Not Ghostly.
Definitely.
Wow, being ghosted by the talent. What craziness world is that?
I know. I know. I was like, please, I want to pay you and have you be in things and be friends. Kanek, I do not want to particularly say at the moment. It is someone you know by name, but it is not a core. I mean, I would say Anigomi will not be different in their absence.
Yeah, and we're just not going to discuss it. I think you guys will be able to tell.
Yeah, because we're gonna be
but
having a
this
casting
is-
call with their roles up soon. So
Yeah. So it's just sometimes this happens, and so that's what happened. So we're just gonna move on, and we're gonna have a good old sweet.
should we have a word about that? Should we have a word about that we're on your side?
Wait, what?
We make good decisions even if they're annoying to us.
Yeah.
Let's
just leave it.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We will always try to make the good decision, even if it is annoying for us to make that decision.
Try so hard.
Yes.
Try so far. In the end.
Your favorite is the Tomiyoko one. Aww.
Okay, swag champs.
I love Han.
What's
Okay,
happening?
let's freaking do this, dude.
Thomas, you're great.
Devil,
Yeah.
let's
Will you be
I'm
my
here
tank
for you,
engine?
man.
let's chat. Be safe,
I'm here for
YouTubers.
you.
Devil, you are an amazing actor. Aww.
What?
Devil,
Yeah.
Sim says you're an amazing actor.
And you know my rebuttal to that.
Quiet you.
Don't be mean, please. What is it?
Won't be mean. For those who do not know, I don't do any acting.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
you do.
Oh my
Shut up,
God.
dummy. I knew it was gonna be self-deprecating. You thought it was gonna be problematic. No, I was like, no, he's gonna self-deprecate.
I've never been problematic ever.
Shut
up.
up.
Me and Devil are on either side of you. Sorry, me and Mars are on either side of Devil with bats. Just giant bats with like nails.
Just bonk,
like,
bonk, bonk, bonk.
bonk.
Bonkin.
No, yes. Devil's a good actor and he likes to pretend like he's not.
We love the Reagan Arataka audio, even though Mars feels multiple emotions towards it.
I feel
And we love the Kenmas. We
That
love
is
the
still
Kenma
the
audios.
only video that has ever been demonetized.
I'm sorry that YouTube can't handle Reagan Arataka's greatness, but that's not my problem.
Do y'all take requests? Yes, but in the Discord. And also, the way we handle requests is we will look at the request, and if one of the writers is like, ooh, sick, I want to do that, then we do it. Otherwise we don't. If you want something to happen for certain, you gotta pay us. You gotta pay up.
Yeah.
Chicken Wings, you can feel free to send me a DM on Discord and I'll just give you the role. If anybody else is having trouble getting in the Discord right now, send me a DM and I will give you the role.
Has that been an issue?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hmm?
The bot seems to have worked, no problem.
It works for most people. I don't know if it's because their Discord isn't updated or if it's because they're on like a weird platform or like, but like.
We do have a lot of restrictions on our server as well.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I have the security as high as it can go, so that might also be some problems.
That could be it too.
Like, I only allow people who have like actually like verified, phone verified, and 2FA into the server.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. So you wanna be an Anigomi voice actor? Let's
We
have
should
a
run now.
let's have a conversation.
Run.
Luckily
Quiet
for you guys, I have 2 Anigomi voice actors here right now, Danny and Thomas. You know what? Before we even get into this, Thomas, would you like to explain your experience with Anigomi thus far?
Sure. It'll be really quick.
Sure.
Mars reaches out to me and is like, hey, can you record this? And I'm like, okay, when do you want to record? And then we set a time. And then we jump into the Discord at the time we agreed upon. And then we read the script. And then we record it while I'm reading it. Well, I guess before I was doing it myself. But the last time, I think Devil recorded me over online. But that's really the only difference. That's my experience. And then we just keep doing those, one line after the other, just acting. And yeah, that's it. That's
Good. Ooh, love that. Good job.
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
thanks.
Woo!
Yeah, woo.
Danny,
very
what's been
simple.
your experience thus far?
With Anigomi?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
As an actor.
As an actor, in what regard? I was writing a message in chat.
Just, you know, like what's it like to be an Anigomi voice actor?
It's so fun. It's great. I really love the system that we've come up with and sort of settled into, which is like you go in with like a director or with the scriptwriter or with both, and for me, sometimes I just drag in some people who I want to hear their reactions when I'm recording so that I get an ego boost.
Yep.
And you get to record and you get direct direction right away, which I think has made our audios, just like our audio quality in terms of acting, just like skyrocket, because then you're getting direct feedback. Thank you for donation. Yeah, but it's really nice to get direct feedback, and if a voice doesn't sound right, or if you like, I'm prone to falling out of the youthful, boyish voices, sometimes, because I am not a youthful boy, I'm a youthful female. So it's nice to hear like, hey, the voice slipped, go back in, try again. Because it's very reminiscent of like a actual like an ADR or other voice acting recording session that you might see in like a professional studio for like your favorite anime or something. So I think that Anigomi's process that we have right now, as like speaking as a trained actor, like just like TM, is very reminiscent of and is as much as it can be like a professional environment, which I love that we have created this space. So yeah, we got a little professional thing going on.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Just speaking as an actor.
An actor, yeah. Danny's a big boy actor too. Works for real companies that do real things.
But we're also a company.
We're a fake company that does fake things.
But I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but it's gonna be really funny. I'll text it to you.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Oh, you gotta put your phone number on there. Yes, we do have a Mikasa voice actor. It me. We actually have a Mikasa script that just got finished, so.
Awesome.
Our backlog right now currently goes out to June, so it's probably further than June now. Actually, I haven't scheduled the last things that Devil sent in, so we might be in July at this point. So if we record something, there's a pretty good chance it won't go out until July or
Mars.
August. Yeah.
By the time I get back, my audios will have just started going out.
Oh, good.
You understand that, right?
I'm very
So-
excited.
So they're not even gonna miss me.
Oh, wonderful.
When you
Mars.
come back, you'll be everywhere.
Yes.
You really think about it, we're a real company because we pay taxes.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I said
Hey.
in
Our
the
taxes
chat.
are
I said
so
we're a company in the
expensive.
eyes of the IRS.
No, yeah. The idea that we make a ton of money knowing how much we pay in taxes and also how expensive it was for me to get our taxes done is so funny.
Happy tax month, babes. Woo.
Mars is actually like going negative some months because of how expensive the channel is.
Yeah, we gotta pay for software and actors and people and things and art and stuff.
So,
Anyways, point
yeah.
Don't
being,
fix those
we're not
commercials.
greedy. We just don't make any
We're
money.
just poor.
It's,
Don't skip
it's
those commercials,
expensive to
baby.
be.
Hey,
That's all.
baby. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
we're gonna talk about, now that we're 26 minutes into this,
my
let's talk about
God.
what kind of audio tech that we're looking for in a potential Anigomi voice actor.
Shouldn't we talk about acting first?
Devil, you literally made this doc and you put
I have a
audio
section for
tech
that.
first.
So
This
we're
was the
gonna do
topic for
audio
the
tech
audio-
first.
It was the audio tech part.
You
It's
put
okay,
it
it's okay.
first.
I actually fight you. I take the time to do something nice, and this is what happens.
Well, how about we work our way up to the acting section?
Yes.
You know, no,
Okay.
because you can't really get the acting with voice acting. The acting can't transmit without the proper equipment and knowing how to use it. So let's just start with that. It's logistics.
Okay.
Mm.
So we actually have a pretty strict tech requirement for equipment when it comes to voice acting. We do not accept USB mics. I think, Mars, you only accept currently people who use XLR microphones and interfaces.
Correct.
There is a reason for that. I have a little list made of the benefits of XLR microphones.
Let's explain what an
Uh,
XLR microphone is.
So, XLR microphone is just normal, whatever generic microphone, but it takes an XLR cable, which is a 3-pin cable. That'll go into an audio interface, and the audio interface is what gets the sound from the outside world into your computer.
Yes.
Um,
So what you're probably thinking of when you think of like a standard microphone that you would use on your computer is a USB mic, and that's not what any of us use.
No, I'm speaking into, it must be like, it was like 300, 400, 500, 600. I'm thinking about like $800 worth of equipment right now.
I would say I am also speaking into about $800 of equipment right now.
That's
Wow,
mostly your
you're
mic,
lucky.
though.
That is mostly my mic, yeah.
You got a $600 microphone and a 200 interface.
Yes.
Now, we're not saying you need that to do this.
You
This
don't
is
need
just
that
an
at
example.
all.
I
They're overkill.
listen.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want to hear this shit? My mic, $200 some. My interface, I don't know how much that was. I got it for Christmas when I was in like middle school or high school.
Perfect.
It was middle school. So like, I mean, I'm going to update my audio interface soon because what Devil has taught me recently is that sometimes the audio interface is the thing that's very important to like update. Like you could have a good mic, but it might sound like doo-doo water if you don't have a good audio
Oh.
interface to transmit that sound.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's like a price point switch of like low-end interfaces between 100 to like 200 some dollars. Their general quality is going to almost be exactly the same amongst them. When you get up like into like the $500, $600 range and above, that quality is like a massive shift. Same thing with like high-end microphones. Like your big, expensive, high-end microphone going into a cheap interface is just a waste of money.
Perfect. So now that we've talked about all of those things, let's explain XLR versus USB, which is what's on
Okay.
the screen right now.
Mhm.
Both are
Okay,
good, but one is better, says Double Burb.
XLR
Mhm.
is better overall. So reason for that being, USB microphone, you just plug it into your computer. It has all the components needed to make it function. But in general, all of those components are kind of poopy. When you have all of these components separated, so like let's say you have a Blue Yeti, that's your microphone, your preamp, and your DAC, which is your converter, which what puts it in your computer, all in one thing for a single price. Having those split out allows those components to have each individual thing be good. Each part of it is good, and you avoid a lot of issues.
Yes,
You-
and if one of them breaks, you can just replace it.
Actually, yeah. If you're usually when like audio equipment, like I think usually cheap interface is probably the first thing to go, but your mic is like good forever.
Fair. Yeah, I noticed that my mic or my interface was kind of going after a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say right now, and I don't care. Avoid the Scarlets. Avoid Focusrite. Get something else. Doesn't matter what. Get
Get
something
wrecked,
else.
Thomas.
Yeah.
I started out on a Focusrite Scarlet, and it was not my
How long
best
till it broke?
decision. About a year.
There you go.
Were you gonna say an hour?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Like research it up, but don't get a Solo. Don't get a Focusrite. Those things break. Their drivers are terrible, and they don't like Discord. If you use them on Discord, they're terrible.
A lot of people use them.
I know.
Yeah.
They got there first.
Because they're cheap.
Yep.
That's why.
There's like a big chunk of time in which companies were only selling to like big name people with big name like expensive products, and Focusrite and realized there's like a lower tier like people trying to do stuff like just guitarists and singers. They're like, let's make a thing for them.
And they're banking.
They did.
What is
So-
not good about a Scarlet, says Gojo?
Yeah.
So overall they sound, they're fine for a low like.
Wait, you don't like this? Does this
No.
not sound good to you? No.
Like
Wow.
in general, like I said, like interface between 100 and 200 and some dollars, they're all gonna sound almost exactly the same. The hardware like quality itself matters. I have gone through 3 Focusrites. Each one of them broke in the exact same way. They all had little staticky issues and poppy issues that would happen. Their drivers aren't great. Like, I think everyone here who has had a Focusrite in this chat has had their drivers crap out and make like static sound.
Yeah, that happened right before the stream.
Yep, we actually had to deal with that before stream with Thomas.
Mhm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right,
Had to play with
so
that for a bit.
that's about that. Now let's move on.
Okay. So another big thing though, I want to talk about too, Mars.
Okay.
There's this ability to customize your rig.
Yeah.
If you buy a USB microphone, you're stuck with that singular thing. You can have different microphones, no problem, for different situations. If you get like just an interface, because like some microphones are like you're gonna do singing, or some you're gonna do like voiceover stuff. It's absolutely fine and probably like recommended to have a couple different ones that match your voice for different things. You buy a Yeti, it just sits there and it's the same thing forever. And if that breaks, you can't like replace the little tiny parts in it unless you're good at it.
Which I'm not.
Okay.
Hi, Tendo.
I think you have up the 48 kilohertz 24-bit thing.
Yep.
I'm not going to go too far into that because that's a big complicated subject, but that's essentially the recording quality. That's the studio standard recording quality of pretty much the world for everything. USB microphones, in fact, most I know cannot go up that high. You're not going to hear too much of an audible difference, but when it comes to like things later down the line, like editing and whatnot, you're going to see massive problems if it's like lower than this. Not entirely, but you can. Like, if you're in a noisy room and you want to denoise it, if it's below this, like you can run into risks of aliasing and whatnot, or processing is also an issue with like EQing and distortion or fancy effects.
Lots of little problems.
Yeah. It's like the difference between someone sending me a freaking MP3 and 48 kilohertz 24-bit WAV file. MP3s are like almost unfixable sometimes. These are great. Do that. Other thing. So often like condenser microphones can be a little bit noisy. They generate noise. But USB microphones can just be like a thunderstorm. It's awful. It helps you avoid a lot of staticky sounds or a lot of that nonsense going on in your noise floor. Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Now we're
Oh.
on 6.
A big benefit is you cannot really use a really long USB cable for USB mics because it does like mess it up. XLR microphones, you can probably use like a 50-foot cable and not see any issues whatsoever. So if you want to have your interface like in another room and your microphone in another like a booth area somewhere, like in a closet, you absolutely can just use a long XLR cable and not see any downside.
Yes, yes. And the last thing.
You can absolutely safely buy used XLR mics. I almost always encourage to buy microphones used, find them for good quality, and
Mine's
they'll
used.
be absolutely fine.
Mine was bought used.
Yeah. Like, there are microphones that people have had, like, since the 80s or 70s, and they're still perfectly fine today. Because they were just built well enough. Like, AT2020, don't buy that new, buy it used. It's like $40.
Yes, which we will talk about the basicest setup that you will need. All right, and then what's our USB benefits here, Devil Burb?
The USB benefits, I guess if you're gonna just do like general voiceover stuff, maybe not for us, is one, it's cheap. It's very cheap. Blue Yeti is like what, $120 by itself?
I think it's way cheaper than that. I'm
Is
sure
it?
they're like 80.
I think, yeah, Blue Yeti is like the most common USB mic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really cheap. Compared to, let's say, if you wanted to buy a full rig for just doing like XLR stuff, you got to buy the mic, which is a minimum of like $100 if you buy new. Interface is like 120, 130. XLR cables another $10. So it's like the cost is almost half. USB mics, easy to use. They're just like you plug it into your computer and you turn volume up down in computer. You don't have to worry about a bunch of nonsense like fiddling with knobs in like the physical world and whatnot. It's very simple.
Yes.
Very
easy to use.
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't realize you had dynamic versus condenser on here.
No, don't worry about this part. You can skip this crap.
What?
Yeah, that's going in depth, buddy.
All right, but Danny's section's here.
Hello. I just need to copy paste something real quick.
Okay, take your time. In the meantime, I will emphasize that it does not matter how pretty your voice is. If you cannot act, you will not be a good voice actor.
Yeah, that is true.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
people-
I'm gonna get into that too. But
Oh.
you say your thing, please.
Honestly, a lot of people, at least, because like I've been doing this kind of thing with people for like 6 or probably going on 7 years now, at least with you guys. So many people think or have heard, oh, your voice sounds good, you can do voice acting, and that is half true. The other part of voice acting is acting. A lot of people will just go buy some generic microphone setup, get it there, and then just talk into it. They won't emote, they won't be a character, it's just them speaking. I guess if you want to do a podcast, that's absolutely fine, but if you want to be an actor, then you need to put a little more effort into it.
Yep.
Okay, guys,
We have a
I'm
question in
so
the chat
ready.
for Devil Burb.
Ooh,
Oh, that.
Suya says, "What about the HyperX?"
no.
Okay,
What
could
is-
you be a
Wait,
little
what is
more
that?
polite, please?
What is that? What is the HyperX, Devil? If you can explain.
It's a
it.
USB mic. It's a
Oh.
yeah, it's a USB mic. Somebody I know uses that microphone. It sounds fine. It's also like USB mics. If you've heard a bunch of them compared to XLR, you can tell the difference.
Mhm.
I think like USB mics are also weirder to set up for your gain as well. Like because of how sensitive condenser microphones are, you can be more accurate with how loud you set them. USB mics are weird sometimes.
Yeah.
I think like the HyperX is like what,
My
$150?
150.
I think it's
That's
150.
pretty pricey, dude.
That's a lot of money for a USB.
Hold on. Yeah.
I think
Might as well
USB
save
mics.
that money for a used mic.
I'm not gonna say that USB mics are like the devil. Sorry, devil.
Yeah.
Because like, if
But
you're
I-
not voice acting, you don't need them.
I am going to say that USB mics have a purpose. Their purpose, in my opinion, could be like They're easy to travel with. So if you are the kind of person who like writes music and you want to like put down some demo little things that you can look at later when you're back in your studio and you're like using your more high-tech equipment, I think it's a good thing to have. You can take with you places. If you just want to like talk to people online, it's good. If you want to do a podcast, I feel like podcasters always just use like a little USB mic at first.
Yeah. One thing is please don't buy a microphone that's on like a desk stand. If you're gonna do voice acting stuff, buy an actual like mic arm or something to hold it up, because like those things will hear and take every little bump you make. I'm looking at the HyperX and it's on like one of the little like Blue Yeti desk, like you just sit it on your desk.
Oh, like the
Those
tripod
are
kind of thing?
terrible. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
My
if you
mic
ever-
stands on a desk.
But it's a
Mine
mic
too.
stand, right?
You have a little arm, don't you?
It's a. I ended up accidentally
it a boom?
buying a drum, stand, like something
Oh,
that you use for, like,
nice.
kick drum.
Yo, me too.
Heck yeah, I mean.
It's
Kinda
so
biology
annoying.
on it.
It's the most annoying thing. It takes up so much space. It's hard to maneuver. Like, it's not good.
Agreed.
I have the Gator frameworks. I got it from
All those are great.
got it from Sweetwater. It's weighted, so
Sweetwater.
it stays down. The only downside to it is sometimes my microphone goes from like being where I set it, and then it starts like.
I was just about to
It
say,
is.
I will sell whatever they want. Sweetwater, just give us free stuff. I don't even need money.
Yeah.
um.
Sponsor us. We'll review them.
Yeah, but what was I saying? I'm ready to start the voice acting section if we're all
Please
ready.
go ahead, Danny.
Okay, folks, here we go. It's time to learn about the voice acting, and anyone can
Yes.
chime in if you guys would like, but I just wrote down a bunch of shit.
Woohoo.
A bunch of stuff. Cause I,
Pick us in this channel.
alright, a bunch
You
of
say
shit.
the frick word.
Okay, so let's break it down. The most important thing in voice acting is the acting part. You can not do voice acting without acting. Because, as Devil said before, what you're creating is a performance. You're trying to tell a story. You're trying to, like, get your point across. And, I mean, if you just want to talk into a mic, that's one thing. Like, you don't have a purpose. You don't have a reason for saying the words. There's nothing really behind the words. Like, that's not voice acting. You know what I mean? So, acting is the most important thing you've got here. And then voice. The voice is the vehicle that you use to deliver the acting, beep beep. So basically with voice acting, you only have your voice to tell the story. So when you're acting, you have to put all of that emotion into your voice, or know when to pull back some of the emotion, when is the right moment to feel certain things. It's actually, in my opinion, it's one of the most complicated forms of acting that you can be in, because with live action acting, or basically any acting that involves your body as well as your voice, you have that body to supplement some of the emotion or some of the meaning that you're trying to convey. Even when your voice isn't talking, people are looking at your body and your face to try to read your body language, to read your facial language and see if you have any sort of meaning behind that other than what your voice has expressed. With voice acting, you're completely stripping apart one of the sections. Like, unless you have, like, animation in front of it, like that where you can see the character's body, if it's just the voice, that's all you have to get your point across. So, which is why the acting is so important in voice acting. It's important in all forms of acting, but voice acting, you have to be able to act. That's the most important thing, because you only have that voice to tell the story. The voice supplements the character. I wrote that down too.
Yes.
So your character is the point of your story is what you're trying to get across. You're trying to tell the story. That's your directive as an actor, is to tell a story and get the audience to understand what you're saying, and to get to understand why you're saying it. That kind of thing. Your voice, the way you frame your voice, the way you use your voice, is what you're using to get that character to the audience. So it's like a little car. The voice is the car, and it's delivering the character to the audience. Does that make sense, y'all? Did I do that some justice?
Do we need an example? Can you give us an example of like some of not acting versus acting?
Ooh.
I could, yeah. Do we have a sample sentence to work with? Can someone give us a
give her
sample
one.
sentence? Yeah.
I've got one.
Okay.
I've got a
Yeah.
script that I've written a while ago. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Where
Send
am I
it maybe in
putting it?
streaming chat so that Mars can put it up if you want.
Can I? Okay, yeah. So here's a little thing I wrote for one of my demo spots like a week ago or whatever that I was doing with someone else, and I'm not using this one. So it's fair game. Y'all
Let me
can
just
use
copy paste it onto
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
doc then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Cool.
gonna do that. So putting this here. Sample.
Don't
Hold
flub it,
on.
or that'd be really funny.
That would be very funny.
It would
You
be.
guys can tell me. You guys can tell me if I flub it.
Flubbed it.
Yeah.
Cállate! Okay, I gotta get this in the right font. There we go. Thank goodness. Let's make it.
Put in Comic Sans.
Of course. I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm not a monster.
I'm sorry, I'm
Um,
making you work. Look, chat, I did it. I'm making them
Oh.
making them work.
Do the
Uh,
voice acting now.
If any of you nerds are okay with books, or at least audiobooks, look up voiceover voice acting.
Yes, that's my favorite one.
That one's the best. That's my
Yeah,
favorite one too.
By Tara Platt and Yuri Lowenthal.
Yup.
It's amazing. It
Ah.
comes with also if you get like the deluxe version, it comes with a CD where they have voice warm-ups and different like vocal exercises that you can do. Okay.
Which are important. Do them.
Yeah. They're very important. It's important to keep your voice safe. I could also talk about vocal health near the end of this if
Taking care of
anyone's
your
interested.
instrument.
I am a singer, performer, actor. I do it professionally, and I know a whole lot about keeping your voice safe so that you don't get vocal nodules. You do not want those. They hurt, and they make your voice feel like dookie.
So
Okay.
not only like do you do it professionally, you do it professionally for what is like probably the biggest animation company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's so funny. I actually do. Don't tell them I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, like you legit have worked for like probably was it the largest animation company for America?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
me.
We're about to get a free sample out of you.
I'm
too.
I'm the meme where you're like looking in the crowd and it's like nobody knows I'm a professional actor. Okay. I mean, also my thought process though is that if you're a professional actor, that means you're getting paid to do your work, by a company. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Yeah.
The word
the
professional is so loaded.
yeah, it is. It's sometimes hard because everyone wants to be able to say that they're professional and be able to like market themselves as a professional, but you have to know when it's the right time to come off as a professional. I'm getting off topic, aren't I?
Yeah. Go with the sample. Show us acting.
Okay. Let's just read it first, okay? I'm just gonna read it like I'm like reading a book, just so that I can see what the hell I'm
You can
saying.
read.
Actually,
Devil.
yeah. Surprisingly, they didn't let me for a while.
What?
What?
So this isn't all one thing. You have the precursor that kind of tells you what's going on in the scene, right? And then you have the dialogue that you can follow.
Okay, so is this the? Tell me where the precursor is.
Okay, right up to Dad. Listen.
Okay. Let me italicize this. I'm just gonna scriptize it so that we can see what we're working with. So we're gonna go. Nagel. Okay, I'm just going
Jax,
to.
Garfunkel.
What did Garfunkel say?
He said, "Never say you're an amateur voice actor if you want to be taken seriously."
Just say you're a voice actor. Once you start voice acting, you're a voice actor. The end.
You don't need to say anything about professional. You don't need to say anything about blah 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 blah.
Also, if you make money at all, you're a professional.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Like if you make money doing
Shut up,
this thing,
Devilburb. I just heard.
Okay, so we're Okay, back on track. We're going to read this sample. It comes with a lot of information, and it's only a few lines. Let me see. There we go. Sorry, I tried to keep it as much to one page as I could, but I could not. So, I had to format it right. My brain made me format it.
That we already read smaller.
Oh, yeah.
You'd probably remove it if you want.
It's okay.
Shabloop.
It's okay.
They can read that.
I do this. I do this.
Okay.
Hey.
There we go. Okay, so we've got our descriptors. It
Perfect.
says, zombies all around behind a chain link fence. You and your father crashed through the fence gate, locking it behind you to keep them out. Father was fatally wounded / bit. They die lying on the ground.
Yeah, I can't English. Sorry.
That might actually that's actually right. You were right. I was just like, huh. Okay, that was me. Sorry. Okay, so then the character says, "Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. Help." And then father falls limp in the character's arms, and the character goes, "Dad, Dad. ... Don't take him away from me, please." Okay. So when I see this script, I could just read it as I did just then and just be like, "Dad, listen to me. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Help. Dad, Dad. Don't take him away from me, please." But as an actor, what you want to do is you want to try to figure out what you're saying and why you're saying it. So a lot of times we will separate a script. As an actor, you'll separate a script into beats. So, and a change of beat is like a change of direction, a change of a reasoning for why you're going to say something. So, right here, "Dad, listen to me. It's going to be okay." What are you trying to do? I would, like, anyone could pick a different thing and it could be seen as right. What I'm going to say for myself, because this feels right for me, is I'm going to say that this is you trying to keep your dad awake. He's fatally wounded. He was bit. He's lying on the ground. You're trying to keep him awake so that he doesn't, like, fall asleep or die or something like that. Like, you just want him to be okay. So you're trying to get his attention. I would say that you're, like really focused on him. You're like, "Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay." You're trying to calm him, but you're also trying to keep him alert. "Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay." This help, I would say, in my opinion, this is not directed towards your father at all. I would say that this is directed towards maybe, is there anyone around me who can help? Anyone come and please help my dad. So then you go, "Help!" or "Help!" So then combining those two, you've already got a bit of difference. You're like, "Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. Help! Help!" So that's your first moment of this little script that you got. Father falls limp in arms. This is going to be a big beat shift because we're assuming right now he's fallen limp. He must have died or like passed out or something. And you're still holding on to hope here with this help. I'm taking it as I'm still holding on to hope that he could be okay, that I could help him. So you've got this first dad. You've got this second dad. They have different punctuation at the end. This one is, "Dad?" He's just fallen limp. You're unsure what's going on. "Dad?"
Yeah, thank you for the donation.
"Thank you for the donation." "Dad?"
Dad, thank you for the donation.
What?
Dad?
Dad?
"Thank you for the donation, Dad." So you've got, "Dad?" He's fallen limp. You're trying to get his attention. You're trying to wake him up. Maybe you're slapping his cheek. For me, if I don't have a picture or a video or anything of what I'm doing on the screen, if it's not explicit, I'm going to be here acting it out with my body. That helps me. It might not help everyone, but I'd say a general rule of thumb is to imagine what's happening in the scene and try to act that out as you're doing the scene. It'll help. Make sure that your voice is still faced towards your mic, but act out the scene because that's going to get you the most character through it, because you have to be the character. So you have to think like the character. You have to experience what the character's experiencing as you say these lines
Yes.
to get the character through. So we've got, Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. Help! Father falls limp in arms. Dad? And then, Dad, I think you know at this point. I think you know at this point that he's gonna die. He's gonna die and you haven't been able to help him. You couldn't save him. He's gone. Dad. Maybe this is your breaking point. An option, like, you've got options here. You can pick your options as the actor. And what's nice is, so, Mars, I'm going to say, Dad?
Yes.
Did you want me to say that in that second dad? Do you want me to say that in any kind of different way?
Broken.
Okay, see? So I was taking it as, like, oh my god, he's gonna die. Mars wants me to say it as broken. Absolutely broken. So let's re-highlight this with a little different colors to indicate that we're changing the character. Dad?
Yeah.
And then this last line. Don't take him away from me, please. Who are you talking to? You're probably talking to God. You're talking to the heavens, to anything, like anyone who could help. It's just an exclamation of, like, pain and absolute, since Mars let us in with broken, let's continue that broken feeling. Let's continue that feeling and just, like, everything is being taken away from you. This is your father. This is someone who you love. And he's being taken away from you and it's breaking you. So let's continue with that. Dad! Don't take him away from me, please! So all together we've got, Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. Help! Father falls limp in arms. Dad? Don't take him away from me, please! So,
Yay, good job, Danny.
Yay!
that's a little
Acting.
intro into reading a script.
Acting.
Acting. So we have literally, 3 or 4 sentences here,
Mhm.
but you were able to create a whole story out of just these words.
Right.
So, also sorry that someone feels sad now, Luce. So sorry. But,
Repent, Danny,
I hope-
for what you've done to Luce.
it's okay. I will repent later. Another stream.
Veronica, thank you for the $5 donation, my love, my beloved, my dear, our sugar mama,
Oh.
our day one supporter.
Sugar Veronica.
Wonderful.
So that's just an example of how the voice supplements the character. Without hearing my voice do those different acting beats, without, like, having that emotion charged behind it, without having that sort of character, and I don't know anything really about this character besides the situation they're in right now.
Mhm.
Generally speaking, I would know a little bit more. I'd know who is my character, how old are they, that would change my performance. How old is this character? I was just sort of taking it as me being the character.
And then the relationship you have with the other person that you're dealing with or whoever's in the scene.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly. So I was taking it as, with the limited information I had, I was sort of putting it in just as me, myself, in this situation with my father, who I love very much. Let's say that this is your father who you were estranged from for years, and you guys are forced together for some reason, and you're not happy that he's here, and you don't really have that connection there of love, but you have something sort of like duty to this person.
Danny, I
You'd
wanted
say
to
it
this
differently.
Earlier,
Yes.
But then I zoned out for a little bit. You said you love your father, and I just wanted to say, hey, me too.
What? What?
Stop. Everyone keeps trying to flirt with my parents. What? I'm leaving. I'm going on a ship.
You really want to
That's
leave
it.
me alone in the same state as your parents?
No, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have a new mom and new father. This
And a
sucks.
new best friend.
Yeah, me and
Best
Thomas are
friend.
gonna go on a date with your mom and your dad.
With who? With who?
Both of us with both of
Aw,
them.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Love is real. Yes.
Thank you, Mika.
Love is all you need.
Yeah, so with what Thomas and I were saying too, the relationship you have with the person, your relationship with yourself, who you are as a person, your age, there's all these different factors that are gonna factor into how you play the character and how you read the script. If you were estranged from your dad, you would be like, Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. You wouldn't be like, Dad, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. Just that little bit of information changes so much about your performance, which is why the acting is the most important part. You see what I mean? The acting's the
full
important part,
circle.
and the voice is how you deliver the meaning of the acting. So with the acting, you have to know your character. You have to be able to express yourself as that character in order for the voice to tell the story that you were trying to tell, in order for you to perform the role properly. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Thank you, Danny.
Okay.
100%
so on
glitch
to-
karma, by the way. I would flirt with your mom if I got a chance.
So, Lauren,
So, yes.
would you be against me going over more equipment shit at some point for this? Because that's also important.
Sure, you can do that at the after Danny.
Okay.
Yeah,
Danny
Swag
Herman.
Champ. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got excited. I love
That was
acting.
informative. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Devil. I
I
guess.
can really see your very specific flavor and form of acting in that.
Thank you.
Is that an insult? I can't tell.
It might have been a compliment.
It
I
was
wouldn't-
one side of one way of doing acting. Yes, it is
I
one
wouldn't
way that works very well.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
wouldn't
This
say it
is-
was necessarily voice actor-y, but it was very theatrical. And then your natural style is theatrical.
Yeah, I went
You
to
had it coming
a 4-year bachelor of fine. I got a bachelor of fine arts in musical theater.
Mhm.
I am trained in theatrical acting. Depending on what you're doing, you might want to tone it down a little bit. You might want to ramp it up a bit. That's another thing that we're going to get into. I wrote that in my notes as well, Devil, so thank you for mentioning it.
So,
Yes, hun?
no, never mind. I'll go over it in technical crap later.
Devil's
Yes,
thriving
yes.
right now. Devil doesn't often get to. Oh, Garfield has questions. Also,
Professor
Veronica,
Danny!
I can't tell. I can't tell if he was being nice or not.
What was your guys'
Uh,
favorite anime parent? Is that what that?
Favorite anime
that what they just
parent?
said?
Timmy's
No,
dad.
that's Gojo. Favorite anime
Oh.
parent, though.
Oh, Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
So true, bestie. Peggy Hill, hello?
Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy Hill.
Sorry, Dale Gribble.
What?
I'm sorry, Bill.
Bill is not a father, nor should he be.
Sorry, John Redcorn.
John
John
Redford is a
Redford's
father.
OP.
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
Can we go to Garfunkel's question?
Yes,
so we
but
stop
not before
ignoring
I
our
say
friends?
that, like, Anigomi deeply loves King of the Hill. We love him.
We do.
We love King of the Hill.
Can we watch that tonight?
Yes.
Okay, great. We're watching that tonight. Okay, cool. Okay, so Professor Danny, I have 2 questions. Raise his hand. I called on you. 1, how were you first trained in acting? And 2, have you guys covered auditions during the stream? I can answer 2 right away. We have not covered auditions yet. Well, we covered that we will probably be opening up auditions sometime in the near future.
Within the next
But we haven't covered how to do an audition, which is really good. And either Mars or Thomas or Devil even could take that after, like later on in the stream, if y'all want to hop down to the bottom of the page and start writing some ish. And 1, how was I first trained in acting? First trained. Okay, so I did a lot of acting in like elementary school and middle school. I was in drama club. I was president of drama club in middle school and high school. And in high school, I did a lot of, I first did regional theater in middle school in 6th grade. I went to a regional theater company in like the biggest city in my state. And I was paid to be an actor in a show, but I was like a child actor. I did like auditions since I was in elementary school, so I've had all that time to sort of experience acting and auditions and stuff and like how that whole thing works. And then when I got into like middle school and high school, I started going to like exterior acting courses at theater companies in my town or in my city or in my state. So in high school, I did like acting courses, and I learned sort of the beginnings of different techniques. And then when I got to college, I had specialized classes because I was a musical theater major. Most of my coursework was about the acting, the how to use your voice. So I had voice lessons for singing, and I also had like voice classes for acting, dialect classes. And one of my professors is a famous voice actor currently. And so I reached out to him while I was in college. People in this call know who he is.
Yeah, people in the chat know who he is too.
Actually, yeah, you guys would know his characters. I'm not gonna dox him here, but
we've done an audio with his character.
And I'll never tell you which one, but I can't listen to it because I can't listen to the dub of any of his shit because it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I'm like, bro, you were my combat teacher. You taught me how to use a sword. Stop. Anyways, I'm never gonna say, so don't even bother asking. If someone else doxes him, it's not my business, but I'm not doxing him. Because he's a professional. But I reached out to him while I was in college, and I was like, I am crazy interested in voice acting. I want to put my foot in the door with it. And so he sent me like a really nice like Word doc, and he like wrote down a whole bunch of information that he had about how he started his career, how to start my career, how to like sort of get into it and what I needed to know as a beginner voice actor. And I also had the luxury of, since I was a performer at like a big college, with a great program, they brought in actually voice actors to teach a masterclass. So I got to do that. So that's like my sort of experience with acting, as well as like I'm a professional actor currently, and I'm going back to my in-person acting job now in like a few days.
We hate it.
We do hate it. I love a big paycheck, but I am actually very sad because I'm gonna miss all my friends, and I'm gonna miss doing audios and streams and stuff.
Yeah.
Catch me popping into chat.
Let me say, by the way, that if you're intimidated by Danny's story, you do not have to be acting since you were a child, or even since you were not an adult, to be a voice actor.
That's just my experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll tie this into Danny's next section, which is how to improve acting. You will not find a professional voice actor that has not at least learned from someone else. There's no professional voice actor, or like, I will say there's no like big professional voice actor. Maybe there's like people that do extra roles and stuff like that. But if you are a successful voice actor, you have learned from other voice actors in some capacity, whether that is taking classes or workshops or reading or like doing groups or like whatever.
It's like any job. You have to learn the craft of the job so that you can perform it at a high level, right? Like any job you have, for the most part, you're going to learn how to do it. And that's the same with voice acting. It's the same with acting in general. So ways to improve your acting is to take classes. Acting courses are available anywhere in the world. You can find them in your town. You can find them, maybe not in your town, but in your city, in your state somewhere. You can find them online. A lot of us, I know Mars, you've done a lot of online voice acting classes with some really great voice actors, professional, working in the business.
Vocal coaches,
Yeah, vocal coaches, that sort of thing. You can learn so much stuff from anything. You can do online courses. You can even, honestly, I'd say even finding, I think the best way is to either be in a room or be in a call with someone where they can directly hear what you're doing and give you feedback. But even watching like voice classes on like YouTube or on like some masterclass series thing, like even that's going to teach you something. And if you leave with a bit more knowledge than you had before, that's successful. Also, intake so much content. The best way to understand voice acting and like all the different like types of voice acting and all the different fields is to listen to it, is to like understand it. And like that's a lot of voice actors. If you like listen to their podcasts and stuff, they'll talk about how they got their start like imitating what they were hearing and what they were seeing. So that's a really great way
So,
to get started. Yes.
all right, I was almost about to call out a thing. Am I allowed to say maybe a specific kind of like big website we all know for casting and to not take their classes? Am I allowed to say that?
I don't think you
can
should
it is
say,
your opinion.
and I don't think you should necessarily say their name.
All right, then I won't go into it then.
Okay,
We
I'll
don't-
just.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We have
Sorry, I'll
beef
just-
for a certain website that we use anyways.
I'll
Yes.
just say that you should be very cognizant and discerning about where you're getting your information from. Check, like, if you're going to like be with the teacher or any sort of like person who is going to help you learn about a craft.
Maybe
You should
don't learn
research
from
it.
someone you wouldn't want to be like.
Yeah, don't learn from someone you wouldn't want to be like, and do your research because it's only going to help you if you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, and maybe if the
Mhm.
function of a website is not specifically lessons, maybe they're
Mhm.
just trying to get money
Scamming ya.
from you.
Maybe they're just trying to get money from you.
Yeah.
Maybe they're
just trying to
teachers,
get
like-
money from you.
Yeah.
That's even a thing in like in-person classes. Some
Yeah.
in-person classes are a total scam.
100%.
So you gotta really like look up reviews
That's
and
for
see
any
what other people have
discipline, by the way.
said.
That's not
That
just
is. That is
Oh,
true.
easily. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Help you
acting
vet
is very
classes,
insidious about
gotta
it.
go with the vibes.
Yo,
Just gotta
one-on-one,
Oh,
100%.
can I tell a
Look up
funny
what other
story
people
of
are
a friend of mine?
Yeah.
So, a friend of mine who lives in Venezuela is like, okay, so there's one acting class in the entirety of where he lives.
Oh.
And he says this guy does it professionally, he came over from America to help teach there for a time. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about acoustic treatment. I just put a blanket over my head.
Some of us do that, for the record. Okay,
I know.
Anigomi, by the
People
way,
do it.
everything that we've said thus far, it started out being Anigomi specific, like we don't take USB cables and stuff like that, but this is very much like turned into a, if you want to
Alright.
voice act.
Oh,
right,
sorry.
though. If you paid a dude like $600 or something and that was the information he gave you, would you not be a little upset?
Yeah.
I'd be
Little bit.
upset because that's
That's information
Not
you could
the-
find anywhere.
yeah, then that's not the entire story.
Yeah, be very careful.
Holes.
Research who you're doing. Mars, your teacher's amazing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I was hoping you'd say that, but that's fine.
I would love to know who your teacher is, so I'll talk to you later.
I will. She's a little pricey, and she's hard to schedule with. We have to schedule out like several weeks in advance, but
But she's
It's
awesome.
okay. Cassandra Lee Morris is really hard to know. Oh no, I said her name. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, dang. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh.
is that your
Standing.
vocal coach?
Oh, I thought that's who yours was. Okay,
Oh,
never mind.
no.
Well, all right then. Never mind.
What the heck?
All right.
Didn't work.
Next part of how to improve acting is to grab as much freaking knowledge as you can. I think we touched on this a little bit before. Books, podcasts, what, honey?
I'm sorry to side roll. There is a question I think would be neat for you to ask in chat.
And to
If somebody
ask?
says-
or
to answer.
answer?
Answer. Someone says, is singing like voice acting?
Oh, shit. Shoot. Shit.
And you do both of those.
I
was
do
wondering
do both of those.
I would
That's
personally
helpful.
say no. I would say even though they require the same tool, they require an entirely different sets of talents and abilities.
I would say it depends.
There
I would
many
actually
voice
say it
actors
depends.
that are good singers, and there are many singers who are good voice actors, but they are not the same. It's like what we're
I
looking
think-
at right now. Not
Yeah,
all actors are good voice actors, and not all voice actors are good
Not all. Those
actors.
just like
Mhm.
actors.
But I will say that if you're
little bit of both.
singing involves storytelling of any kind, you
Should be
have
in
to.
both.
Yeah, I think a lot from a theatrical standpoint when I talk about this stuff because that's my background. That's my main background, really. And when you're doing like musical theater singing, absolutely you have to have the character embedded in your voice and in your body so that you can tell the story. Not all singing involves, I'd say most singing should involve telling a story of some kind, but I don't think all of it does. I think there's a lot of nuance there, but in terms of storytelling, I'd say yes, it's similar. It's not the same. And also, as Devil and Mars said, not all singers are voice actors, not all voice actors are singers. Some can do both, some can't, and it's all about what you want to do and what you train yourself to do and what you work at. Did I answer the question?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Let's get that moving.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, acting and VA. Squares and rectangles, baby. All voice acting is acting. Voice acting is acting. TM. Done. All acting is not voice acting, though. That is not true. Not all acting is voice acting. It's
You
very
have ballet. That's not voice. You have regular theater stuff, which you have a lot of nonverbal stuff, which you can't see in a microphone.
Yeah. So what's the difference between live acting and voice acting? Like other types of acting and voice acting? Voice acting is, I would say, like the only form of acting, not the only form, but one of the only forms of acting where you are not seeing the human body at all, like the actual actor's body, at least. So you don't have that vessel. Like, you know how I talked about the voice being the vehicle to transport the character? In like in-person acting, like on a stage or on a film set or on a TV set, you have the body as well. You have the body that's going to help tell the story. It's going to fill in some holes that the voice doesn't fill in, or maybe the voice is saying one thing one way, but the body's saying something different. You know, like a tsundere or something. Devil. But if you don't have the body to show that, you only have the voice. Like that, so that creates a big difference. That's a huge difference. You have less materials to work with. But also, a good thing is that with voice acting, you don't have the body to inhibit you. You can create any sort of character that looks any sort of way, that does any sort of thing. You can be anything, and you're not limited by gravity or human body, like, form and that kind of thing. You can do it all. So, another thing is there's types of acting that are different. Wait, what?
What?
I get more into like the different types of voice acting specifically at the bottom of this document, but there's different types of acting. There's theatrical acting, which Devil stated that I do a lot of theatrical acting. That's like my basis. I base everything sort of in the book, in the script, and you can sort of see, I think I use like an inside out approach, like the Meisner approach. If you research acting and you like take acting courses, like stage acting specifically, you'll learn about a lot of different styles of acting. Theatrical acting is like very different from film acting, where things don't need to be as big and over dramatic, because you're not trying to speak to an audience that's like feet and feet away from you. You're speaking to an audience that's like right in front of you, like a screen. So things can be more subtle or natural. Yeah, exactly. And then with voice acting, it really depends on what type of voice acting you're doing, because there's different types of voice acting. Audience reception and reactions is another thing in live acting. Like stage acting, you're going to get the audience's reception right away. In film, in TV, in voice acting, you're not going to get the audience's reaction right away, which is why it's always nice to have a director on set with you or in the studio with you, to give you some notes to make the performance as
believable
as possible. Thank you. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Method of performing and environment and what the performance looks like. That's sort of what I'm talking about here. The performance is going to look a lot different on a live theatrical stage than it's going to look in a sound booth or in your home studio or on a TV or film set. Like, it's all different, and so you as the actor have to sort of adapt to whatever your surrounding is and incorporate what you know as an actor to tell the story the way it needs to be told. And then how you storytell. Live acting and film acting involves your face and your body. Voice acting involves only your voice. And then this next section is types of voice acting, which I mentioned before. There are different mediums of voice acting, different things that you're going to voice act for. We focus a lot on character acting. Things like animation, TV, film, video game, like all of that, like I feel like can go under this big overarching category of character acting, where you are portraying a character with a name who the story can follow it, that kind of thing. You also have voice acting for documentaries, sort of like, who's that guy? David Attenborough?
Mhm.
That dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great documentary voice actor. Someone who's like explaining what's going on in the thing. You have advertisement, as the Europeans would say. But that's like going to be your maybe your radio voice acting when you're hearing like a radio ad, or on TV, the person who reads all the side effects really fast, or the person who's like, oh, you want to buy the new Nerf Super Soaker water gun? Blah 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 blah. Get your parents to buy it for you now.
No, I do.
I know I do. Narration and audiobook, which is when you're reading a story, but how do you read a story properly? Or how do you read this?
That's its own special hell, though.
It's its own thing. I have done some audiobook voice acting, and let me tell you, it's very difficult, and I respect anyone who does that for a living. I don't know how they do it.
That's a marathon thing.
It is a
hard.
marathon. It takes a while. It's like, honestly, I would say on par with like video game voice acting, which, especially if you're doing like a fighting video game or a game where there's a lot of screaming and stuff, that can be brutal. Yeah, but narration and audiobook, how you're reading a story, you're reading a book of some sort, and you have to get the point across. You have to like say what's important and get it to the reader, but how are you supposed to do it? If you're reading a meditation audiobook, you have to say things calmly, and you're trying to help the person relax. If you're reading a Narnia or something, you have to create the characters, and in that you're going to also bring in the character voice acting. So a lot of these things can sort of criss and cross and overlap. A lot of times with advertisement stuff, you're going to get into the character. Like if you're a mom who's cooking Totino's pizza rolls or something, you're going to have to play that mom and be that character, but you're also trying to sell something. He does love pizza rolls, and so I think he should audio edit a Totino's pizza roll ad someday.
I don't think it's not for us.
Not for us.
Unless they want to pay us, I guess.
That could just come for audio.
You know the comment I have on the Aaron Yeager video? I said I want Aaron Yeager to choke me with pizza rolls.
We could write that audio. We could write that audio for you, Devil.
I get a reply to that video almost every single day.
Someone new finds it.
Instructional voice acting is another one. I feel like that sort of ties into narration a little bit, but it's something that's going to teach you how to do something.
Okay.
Oh, like e-learning.
Yeah, like e-learning, all that kind of jazz. E-learning, instruction manuals, how do you want to build your Singer sewing machine, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, like products. Whenever you buy a product, and you're like, how do I put this together? Oh, you got to go to this YouTube video or something. It's take this piece and put it here. That kind of. Okay, got it.
But you have to get the point across still, and you have to say it clearly. A lot of things that we had on the ship I was working on, instructional, you're looking at the video that's telling you what to do in case of an emergency. That's very important. You need to be able to get those procedures across clearly and calmly, while also making sure that they're paying attention. So you have to have presence in your voice. You can't sit back on your voice. You can't, every word has to have a punch and some sort of meaning so that the audience that's listening understands what you're saying and listens to it and does it if there's actually an emergency. Also, Devil, I'm probably forgetting something. What am I forgetting?
What?
Am I forgetting anything?
We're just
No.
touching on some things.
Also,
Yes.
remember, audiobooks notoriously sound like shit.
Devil! Devil! You can't say that! That's not even true!
What
That's
was
just
the
an
reason?
opinion!
What was the reason?
There's a point to me saying that, but I'm eating lemon drops. I'm sorry.
Oh, that sounds so good, but
Uh,
also, why are you being problematic?
Legit, the like actual quality of equipment for audiobooks is like almost bottom tier sometimes. If you go and look up the like top audiobook samples right now on Amazon, they sound horrible because it's not really about the quality of sound for audiobooks, because they're going to be so hard compressed and they're almost in the lowest tier like MP3 format. They sound terrible. So I'm saying if you wanted to start and you wanted to look into a thing of that, don't worry about buying the biggest, most expensive crap.
I will say audiobooks are a biatch to work on. It can take honestly for me, it takes about like a month or two to get a full audiobook recorded, edited to some quality and sent out.
It's a discipline, yeah.
It's
Long
very
format
hard.
audios are hard.
It's
That
super
sounds like
hard.
a small book.
It's I mean,
For
yeah.
1 month.
Oh yeah, the books that I've done so far have mostly been like meditation, like meditation audios, where
man,
you're
you're
reading through
lucky.
different like meditation things that you could do. Ugh, God.
You're so
I never want to
lucky.
meditate again.
You said the editing for those. Like, I think the normal expectation for editing for anything like just audio is
Mhm.
3 to 4 times the length of the recording.
I can write that down right now.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's one to record. It's the full length. Just to go and edit it. Supposedly, it's like 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. So if you record a 6-hour, or I think like it's not uncommon for books to be 12 to like 16 hours long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one I was listening to was 16 hours long. So take that and just times it by 3 for how long you're gonna edit it.
Yeah.
And
So
like,
That's like the finished product, right? The 3
Yeah.
to 1 is the finished product. The actual like editing down to basic stuff is a 2 to 1. So then you're like adding those together. So it's like a 2
Yeah.
to 1, and then once you're done with that, then you go and spend 3 times as long as you
Ye-
did recording to
ye-
just get it down to the final product.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of time.
let me just other numbers
Uh,
also.
thankfully,
audio.
like I said, the quality in general of audiobooks is very, very low. And a lot of those people that do audiobooks like can just do generic presets in like Adobe Audition or Audacity. And as long as they're just fast enough, I guess, to go through and cut out all the little extra parts or messed up parts and make sure it's timed correctly and whatnot, and it meets tech spec, they can just hand it in.
It's a good way to get started. It's a good way to start to understand what people are looking for and how to audio edit and also how to voice act for things. It's a great way to like a gateway, you know?
To
Especially
drug.
if you're doing like reading a story with characters, you're going to get that character acting in there as well. But it's not going to be as big of a thing. When you start getting more into audiobooks, they're going to start asking for a certain like you're gonna have wave files that they're requesting, and they're gonna ask you maybe to get rid of room noise or to like.
No, they expect you to. I'm talking about specifically, like, I don't know if anyone knows what ACX is.
Yeah.
ACX, yeah.
Yeah, ACX
Yeah.
is the people who handle all the audiobooks for Amazon, and they're also, I think, a couple other places. They have specific requirements you're supposed to meet, and that's, I think, almost entirely on the voice actor. If they want to hire an editor to do it or whatever, that's on them. If they want to edit them themselves, that's also on them.
Yep. Do your research. Do your research. Read it. It's everywhere. The stuff is everywhere. It's all over online.
Yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Each type of project you could possibly work on has a different style of performance or different things that they are looking for from their voice actor. So you gotta, like I said, do the research in listen to an audiobook, listen to a instructional guide, listen to, like, watch some anime or a cartoon. Anime and cartoons have different styles of acting. They also have different styles of recording processes. So learn about that as well. Look at the behind the scenes stuff where they take you into the studio and show you what goes on in there. The more information you learn about it, the moment you start doing the acting yourself and you start learning about, like, doing the craft yourself, the better prepared you're going to be. You're going to have more tools in your belt. And next, I take us to a section called Anigomi. And I mean, Mars, if you want to take over this section, or anyone else.
Okay, I'll take it. Let's go
Yes.
fast. We've been dragging a little.
I'm sorry, I'm a slow.
It's all right. So, as you guys know, we do ASMR and character acting. We do way more character acting than we do ASMR, because ASMR is more of like the whispery triggers, stuff like that. We more so just read script in voice. And you guys, if this isn't your first live stream, you've seen us direct these. We take it relatively seriously. Of course, we like let some things slide and stuff like that. But we do want to make the best quality stuff that we can, so we care about acting. So for Anigomi, yeah, we're focusing on character acting here. So all the things that Danny said about character acting apply to Anigomi. Does anybody want me to take auditions as well?
You're more than welcome to.
Yes, please.
Please do.
So, when you go to audition for a voice acting thing, I'm assuming that this is specifically talking. Let me go ahead. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, I edited. Oh.
Yes, I think this is specifically talking about if you're going to be doing like an amateur audition. So this would be like if you're auditioning for Anigomi or something like that.
Yeah. Never mind. This isn't that.
Speaking from my experience going through, and these are all, of course, this is completely accurate. You're gonna want to be turning in wave in every situation that you can. We record at 48,000 hertz.
24-bit.
24-bit.
I wrote that wrong.
Yup. So.
I do want to make one mention, because I get it a lot from people. Don't bother with 32-bit. Most like consumer audio interfaces don't even go that high. They only go up to 24-bit. Some do, like the more expensive ones absolutely do. But all you're doing is making like a file size 3 times its size, like 3 times the size for no actual benefit.
Perfect. For Anigomi specifically, I'm going to talk about for Anigomi specifically. Number of takes per line, usually 1. Will I listen to all of your takes? Maybe.
Maybe.
Because we get, like at our last casting call, we got like 300 to 400 auditions. I do not want to listen to someone talk 3 takes per line.
Okay.
Like,
can I add a thing to that?
Sure.
Introduction shit.
Yeah, don't
People
slate.
yeah.
Do not slate. If you're auditioning for Anigomi, I do not want to hear you go, "Hi, my name is Mars. I'll be auditioning for blah." That is kind of like an outdated thing from when the internet wasn't like a thing. So obviously I know who you are because you submitted the audition.
Mars, can I add one more note thing? You know how your voice coach who does it professionally, like who actually like does casting professionally, goes, yeah, if we hear music or we hear someone introduce themselves at the beginning, we just skip it. It's not even worth their time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might be a good thing to adopt just when you do work.
Yeah, they'll tell you if you want to slate, if they want you to slate.
Yeah. That I was actually gonna say that exact thing. Cause sometimes, like, especially if you're coming from like a background like I came from, like with a lot of theater, they love slating for some reason. I personally hate slating. I think it's dumb, but because they can see in the email what my name is. They know me, and I have a resume and headshot for a reason. But yeah, just I would say don't slate
for
normally,
Anigomi specifically. Do not slate.
Please don't.
Because I will listen to you talking in your normal voice. I will hear you say, "Hi, my name is," and I will immediately skip to like the middle of the audio just to hear what your acting is like.
Yeah.
Noise floor and removal for Anigomi. You are not going to be editing your own audios. We will do all of that for you. That being said, if you're noise floor is like insanely high and totally trash, Devil won't let me cast you. So
And don't think that I can't hear editing.
yeah, so
I
don't noise reduce, don't normalize, none
Don't
of that.
EQ, don't nothing. Just
Yeah.
send it in raw, please.
Because that's how we send in our audio to Devil anyways. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going through an audio that I recorded right now. I'm just getting rid of, like, mistakes I made and a bunch of, like, breathing space that's not necessary, and then I'm sending it raw to him just as a little WAV file so he
Dude.
can edit it.
I don't even have to listen to it sometimes. I can just look at the waveform and tell that somebody did something. Like, I will know. Oh, plosive is my favorite.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep. So microphone technique. Sometimes we can fix it. Like we can just tell you back up. Paris is very close to his mic almost all the time, so we have to tell
Yeah.
him to back up. Or
Some voice actors
me,
just,
I
like,
don't get close enough. So like, we can fix your mic technique usually. If it's terrible, like you've never been in front of a microphone before, this will be a problem. Timing between lines and takes. Please don't just go through the lines like one after another with no like if it's obvious that this is your first take of every line and you're just submitting them and I can hear you like breathe in between lines and stuff like that, it's like an automatic turn off for me because it feels like you just like turned on the recording and you just like read it through and we're like, good enough. If you're gonna do more than one take, the other takes need to be completely different from the others, correct? So I don't want to hear one take that has the emphasis on one word and the other take that has the exact same acting except the emphasis on another word. Especially for Anigomi, because we always do things directed and you'll never be recording by yourself, which you will be in like other situations. I will tell you how to say things, but I am looking for what voice you're giving this character and how good you are baseline at acting. If you have two completely different deliveries per character, and this is pretty much only relevant for the original characters, like if you were gonna try out for our demon character Gabriel, and the first time you're gonna give him like kind of a soft voice, sad voice, you know, he's an incubus, he's maybe a little angsty about that. And then the second one, you're gonna give him like a really stereotypical demon voice. Like that's fine to do 2 takes for. But if you're gonna do the exact same thing with just like slightly different acting, that doesn't stick out to me. Yeah, so I think that's the info we got. Does anybody have any questions in chat?
Can I suggest tech
Yes, Devil, please.
our mics?
Yay.
Because people have been asking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mars. I sent you a
Mhm.
couple. I spammed your inbox.
What's new?
So, I'm not gonna make you spend a lot more time on this, Mars. I'm just gonna say, all right, anybody looking to get into this audio
Yeah,
interface,
here's the most basic microphone.
Audio Technica AT2020. It is the most common low-end microphone like ever made, other than like an SM58. I'm not
We're not
the big.
sponsored by Sweetwater, but we sure would like to be.
Oh, Sweetwater. Oh, do you want?
We love
Absolutely.
you so much.
Listen,
I
if
do
anyone in
love
chat
them.
knows Mr. Sweetwater and wants to give us his number or
Mr.
give him
Sweetwater.
our number, connect us, and then we can be sponsored, and then we can have a promo code maybe. That would be freaking pog.
Again, microphones are those things. If you can find them used in okay condition, they're absolutely fine. I looked up earlier, and you can get a used one of these for around $50.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Easy.
I'm not the biggest fan of the AT2020, but that's because like I've worked on so many of them. I know how they just sound now, and it bothers me. But for just generalized things, you can use this for instruments. You can use it for singing. You can use it for voice acting stuff, for narration stuff. It's a good all-around purpose microphone for this price point.
Yes. Then W sent me 2 links to that, and then you sent me this boy, which is the X1A.
All right, so this is Mars's old microphone.
I had the X1S, but it's very close.
Is it? I also think this is a great microphone. You can also find these used for around the same price, for like $50. I think for female, more higher pitched voices, this might do you better because of the high pass filter button it has in it. Allows you to cut a lot more low end out, so that it can eliminate so many extra problems. Overall, again, it's another good microphone. Find it used if you can. If you can't find an AT2020, I would say more off. Probably get an AT2020 because that's what like everybody on the lower end dubbing community knows the sound of.
Devil, you brought up a good point. That different microphones will have different effects and sound different with different voice types. Like for me, I'm a little high-pitched, little squeaky little voice, and so there are some mics that, while they're incredible mics with great quality, they don't sound good with my voice, or they don't bring out the best parts of my voice because my voice has different frequencies.
Yeah.
Than like a low voice man, you know?
Yeah. Finding something that matches your voice is like very important, but it's also difficult unless you have like a guitar center or something near you that you can actually go and just try them out. But like a lot of these are going to be good generally for anything. Just if you can find one, get them.
Nice. Okay. Here we go, folks.
Very nice.
Here's the next one.
What do we got up? I'm watching
What's the next
stream,
one?
so I'll have to wait.
I
This is
can't.
a Lewitt, the LCT.
Oh, LCT, I love you so much.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody who likes that kind of like slightly closer to the microphone sound, that really like a higher end full rangey sound, these are fantastic. So I suggest these for people who have like a lower tone voice. If you have like maybe in my range or like the Aizawa range, if that means anything to people, this microphone is fantastic. I love Lewitt a lot. This is good. This good microphone. Also, if you can find it used, once again, go for it. Again, any of these will be pretty much generally good for anyone, but I picked these out just because it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to find something to help people find a match to their voice. I do prefer this over the AT2020 for almost everything, but it can be a little bright if you have a higher pitch voice.
Ultimate Necro fan said, "What if you were a low-pitched female?"
Also, this.
Mars?
That's me.
Mars voice hit that territory very well.
AT2020 will probably do you good. I have a friend who's lower than Mars, and she uses her AT2020. It's awesome. Sounds good on her voice.
Who do you know that's lower than me?
Zaz.
I think I'm lower than Zaz.
I think she's lower than you.
Regular talking voice is lower or is higher than Zaz, but I think
She can go really low.
Mars, how low can you go? Can you go to the floor?
I can get pretty low. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
All right.
We'll have a low off someday.
All right. Reaper. Anybody who likes to record, I mean, sure, yeah, you can use Audacity. And if you want the simplest of the simple, use Audacity. If you want to do anything else with your voice or your recording, try out Reaper. It has a free unlimited trial. So just like you download it, but every time you start the program up, you're gonna have to wait 5 seconds before it lets you use it. You can use it forever. I apparently have an evaluation date of 769 days. Again, if you're going to just do plain recording to send it to someone else, you use Audacity, that's fine. If you're going to do any processing, any cleanup, if you're going to be making videos, I would suggest using Reaper. It's just way, way faster, and it's way more quality for everything else that it does.
It's kind of a pain to use, though.
A little bit.
It's
you
a
have
huge
an app-
learning curve.
If
Yeah,
you have
it's
an Apple
complex, but in
product,
general-
use Logic Pro.
No.
If you have an Apple product, you can use Logic Pro X.
Or
It costs
GarageBand.
the money. GarageBand's not terrible, but once you get into Logic Pro, you'll never go back. If you have used GarageBand in the past, Logic Pro is like you immediately know how to do a lot of things because it's very similar interface setup.
I hate Logic so much.
Yes.
It's because you hate Apple.
No, I just hate Logic. Logic's so ass.
No, it's not. It's good.
Fight you. All
You're
right.
stinky.
All right. Is it up? Well, I think I gave you one more thing, Mars, to help. I gave you an interface.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Don't need
Is
this
it
anymore.
this?
Pretty sure I gave you the interface.
No, this is another microphone.
It is another microphone. That's a good microphone, though. I'm sorry, you're right. I didn't-
DMXL, baby.
Okay, so this is like my favorite little hidden gem microphone of the cheapy cheaps. I think so far it's the cheapest microphone in our lineup. If you can find one of these used, absolutely snag it. I think I looked up on Guitar Center. There's one of these going for like 45 or 50 right now. They sound great on every single voice. They sound great for vocals and music. Like I said, just snag these up if you want to get into entry level stuff. They're fantastic.
They're great.
All right.
Wait, what's
well,
its name again?
The
MXL 2006.
Ooh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Also interface. I'm sorry, Mars. I know you're almost done. All right, I sent it to you. It is Audient Evo 4. If you want a good budget interface that's just a solid all-around use, look up Audient Evo 4.
That's the one
It's
Devil
100
has.
No, it is not.
That's the one I have.
No, it's not.
No, okay.
We have an Audient, but it's the higher end audience.
Oh, which one do I have?
You have the Audient ID 4.
Oh, I have the Audient ID 4.
Yeah, Audient Evo 4 is really good for just starting out. For people who don't really know how to set their gain, it has a button on it that will set it for you.
Yo,
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
You press the little green button on the bottom left, you speak into it, and it will calculate how loud you are, and it will like adjust the gain automatically for you, so you're not
What?
clipping.
Ours doesn't
Oh my
do that.
gosh.
What?
just like when you do it like manually, like when you're in your DAW, and you have to like do that before you start like recording, like with music and voice acting and stuff.
Wait, does ours do that
Whoa.
though?
No.
Oh.
No, we have to do that manually. But yeah, like I said, you press the little button on the bottom left, you speak into it, and it will automatically adjust your microphone gain. So it's like you don't have to worry about setting it. As long as you're not screaming twice as loud into it after it does it, you're fine.
Me when I sing.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, that was a very exhaustive list of things.
It was.
Yeah.
Jinli
sorry.
Song has a question. What is the biggest difference between XLR mics and USB condensers? We went over that at the beginning of the stream, kind of. TLDR. XLR good, USB bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, XLRs are going to be just higher quality in general and have less noise.
Programs like Voice Meter compared to physical mixers
Man.
and interfaces.
Oh, fuck. I hate Voice Meter. That thing breaks every time I've tried using it.
Yeah, I use it.
Every
it's fun.
single time I've attempted to use it, it breaks my audio.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a very different experience for like physical mixers and like physical mixers and interfaces and voice meters are two entirely different things. Voice meters is just to like do routing in your computer and add effects, but physical mixers and interfaces are getting the audio into your computer. Oh, Evo also comes with software that allows you to route your audio. So if you do streams, you can make like I think like Spotify and stuff a separate thing and have a volume knob just for it for your
What?
streamings.
Does ours do that?
Nah.
What?
My gosh.
Look at
Yours
that.
Yours just sounds better. In fact, yours
Yeah.
is better than mine, and it upsets me.
More better quality.
Well,
You guys should
I'm
fight.
cooler than you, so it all makes sense. Does anyone else in chat have any questions? Or voice actors, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Would you like to buy me a pizza?
Quiet you.
Or a coffee.
A coffee?
Oh yeah, a coffee.
You can give us a coffee if you want.
Are we looking in chat? Is there anything in chat that is coming up?
Let's see.
Question mark?
Was
Was there anything that I brought up earlier? Oh, I wrote something in our little chat in here. I like tagged you and Devil in it, Mars. Someone had said this a while back. I don't know if we want to bring this up now or if we want to save this for another time.
Go ahead.
But I don't know if that I can answer it,
Okay.
but I
just
can read it.
Say it.
What do you need?
Okay. So, Blobcat, a while back, brought up a statement that was, voices can be hard to imitate even if you're not fit for the role, even if you're not fitted for the role, something like that. So I, like, copy-pasted it, because I was like, is there anything we can talk about specifically as Anigomi? Because a lot of our stuff that we do is, like, characters that we are
yeah.
voicing. I just didn't know how to talk about that.
A lot of character impressions are the tone that the actor uses, and a lot of times characters are just, that's just how the actor sounds. So that can be hard to replicate. If you are not fit for the role, that's okay. There are a billion roles. There are infinite roles, and there will always be something for you eventually. Even if
All
your
voices
name...
have a place.
Yes, even if you have, like, an obscure accent, or if you just sound like a guy. Like, not even, like... If you're just, like, a regular guy. Like, there are totally roles for people that just sound like you.
That's an isekai main
Yeah.
character.
At the end of the day, we're not the characters. Like, we're not the original voice actors for those characters, right? We're just
We're
some
just doing our
people who-
best.
yeah, we're just having fun.
As long as the
Just people
vibe's
who-
there.
Yeah.
We're just little guys.
We're just some little guys. We're
I'm
just
a
doing little
nobody.
guy
Come
stuff.
on.
You're just you're just Thomas. That's your
So-
job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just so anybody doesn't get down, Mars.
Yeah.
Just because we don't accept things like USB microphones and whatnot, does not mean anyone else doesn't. So if you go on Casting Call and you listen to the kind of submissions, like 90% of the people on there do not care.
True.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
there are people who submit with freaking blue snowballs and whatnot all the time and absolutely get roles for them.
Yeah.
Just because we don't, accept a certain thing doesn't mean someone else won't.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you can't voice act if you currently can't afford this nicer equipment. Like, there's definitely going to be something that you can get that'll help you start out. But you shouldn't let price be a deterrent if this is something that you like legitimately want to do. Like, you can find ways to do it. You can even see, like, if you go to a college, see if they have like a recording studio or recording room and see if there's a way to like go in and like do recordings for someone's class if they are an audio editing student and they need help. There's just different things that you can do, different ways you can get to the outcome you want.
Yeah.
And it's not unattainable.
Correct. Will there be chances for different languages auditions as well? Probably not. Just to be honest, because we work with English dubs, all of our writers are English speakers. We do
All
have
of our
some bilingual
staff are-
actors. Like Aro speaks Spanish, Danny speaks Spanish, I speak French.
Ooh.
Just off the top of my head. But our audience is also primarily English speakers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so currently we don't have any plans for that. I mean, like we're gonna be here for a while. Like, so we're always trying to expand who we provide content for, and we're trying to include as many people as we can into stuff. So I mean, if you ever if you guys really want that, then I'd say like request it, bring it up, start a dialogue about it, and then like maybe in the future when we have like more access to this kind of stuff, we can do more stuff, you know?
Yes.
It's a
So-
collaborative effort.
If you get more money in here, maybe we'll get a translator. Maybe we'll get other people. And, you know,
Yes,
yeah,
but
it's
right
just
now,
fun.
I cannot emphasize this enough. Not making very much money.
Yeah, so
if you want more availability, more opportunities for other languages, you know, just start forking out that money.
oh my
that
gosh.
dough.
I would love to give my voice actors a raise, but alas, I cannot. I give all of my money. Sometimes I give all of the channel's money and some of my money.
We beg on the streets. We voice act on the streets
And
for
Anigomi
money.
takes to the streets. We just have like
Maybe
the will act. for
Anigomi,
food.
Anigomi car wash.
Anigomi
Is-
car wash devils in a bikini.
Oh.
Devil, how much of a donation would you need to get in a bikini?
Enough to buy my Sweetwater wish list.
That's
Oh
a lot
god,
of
that's a lot of
Which
money.
is-
That's
Do you guys have a
exorbitant.
Patreon? No, because we had a Patreon, but then I was not keeping up with it as much as I should have, and we felt it was not morally correct for me to be taking money and not putting up enough content that was used to that money.
Tell them what we
Mm.
do have.
So instead, you know what we got, kids? We got membership. We got channel membership. If you want that sick Vaporwave sun next to your name, like Veronica Finn or Evolution Freak 14, you can give us $5 a month and we'll put that little sun next to your name and you get some fun little emotes designed by Veronica Finn and Soleil. And
And they change colors.
And they change colors the longer you're here. Veronica's the only green one right now, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I went country at the end there. Also, we have a throne. Morgan Acker, thank you.
to Anigomi.
Welcome. Welcome.
Morgan said, I want that sun.
Morgan said, fine, if this is how to get double into a bikini. Yes, so, you can also send us weird things on our throne. I let the voice actors pick whatever they wanted off of Amazon, and they put it on the wish list. So, sometimes that is, well, the most recent shipment we got from Throne, this is, the sound of a Yu Yu Hakusho VHS tape.
Yeah.
I love that it's right next to you.
Yeah, I have it right here. This is the sound of it. This is a mug that says, my favorite child gave me this mug. And this
Yes.
is an Among Us plushie. So,
Why is it so crinkly?
it's from the
Ew.
plastic, so I'm just sending it to Devil.
Sound like ramen
Um,
package.
Yeah,
Got
right.
it.
So, if you want to send us weird stuff, you can send it on our Throne account. It'll come directly to my house. And then I will acquire it and give it to the appropriate people. And
Oh, welcome.
the Ultimate Nightcore fan! Thank you so much! You can also send us money on coffee, or you
Ooh,
can commission
dang.
us. Our commission prices are, hold your chest for this one, fam, because it's a little pricey, but once again, there are many people that work on these. But they are $200 each, $50 if you don't want us to post on
Oh,
YouTube.
God.
Hey,
Jeez.
hey, hey,
But that's like,
hey!
you, what are you
Appropriate
getting?
amount of time.
Yeah, you're
This
getting.
is true.
So yeah,
You're
thank
getting,
you.
like-
fair.
Let's get the
Oh my
car
It's
God.
wash
very
going.
fair.
No
Yeah.
car wash. No.
Car wash when?
It is very
I'm gonna
fair.
tell Veronica to draw you in a bikini.
No.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby.
You know that the chat's just gonna be spammed with that tonight. Like,
Thank you, Zia.
Car wash, car wash.
Anagomi car wash.
Thank you,
Let's make it
Evolution
happen.
Freak. Yes, and then what else? We have a coffee, we have a throne, and we have membership. I think that's it. And we have a Discord if you want to come hang out with us. We just sit there and
Yeah.
have fun and
Yeah.
play. And play Genshin
Yeah, they all
Impact.
have fun and play, and they do things.
Thomas, you could literally
I-
join
I-
whenever you want, you little kid.
You're always invited,
You're
Thomas.
literally always
I
invited.
know. I'm so busy with everything else. You know, I never make time. I just have excuses all over the place. It's great. I'll come here and I'll spend more time with you guys because I need to do that.
Are there
Yeah.
a need for artists as well? Not to work for the channel, but we love fan art deeply, and we commission artists for shit posts all the time.
Yeah, and
Most
also for like,
recently, Wait, should I
Share
hang
it.
on, let me...
Share it.
Um,
Share it.
Evolution Freak, can I show what I commissioned? Can I show it on chat? I know they're in chat, so I'm just gonna ask.
Let's just wait and see.
Let's see.
We'll
Let's
see.
see. Let's see. Evolution
Also,
I said yes.
Oh,
Yes.
it's a yes.
I sent Evolution Freak money for them to draw this picture of me face down in Kenma's thighs while he wears a
Jesus.
skirt. So if you're asking if we
Why?
need artists,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, I would
It's
say so.
beautiful.
Just
I
I
love
would,
it.
I would say so.
they help us survive.
Yeah, I would say that this added about 2 years onto my lifespan. For sure.
Are you gonna show it?
I'm
It
showing it on
bothers me that
stream
you
right
make me
now.
voice this character.
Oh,
Yes, please.
I can't see
Please
it yet.
do.
You can't see
That's
it on
probably-
stream? What?
Oh, well, hold on. Let me go. Oh, I see it now. Never mind.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh yeah, I forgot you were dyeing your hair Joker green.
Jesus.
My hair is
It's
green.
been green.
It's been green
Ma-
for like a month.
I remember now.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Thomas,
I'm
it's on my
jealous.
Twitter.
I have to go see this.
Twitter.com/MarsYourVA.
Ugh, I have to go see
Sorry.
this right now. I'm doing this.
Here. Well, let's see if I haven't
Mars.
tweeted anything
your
edgy
VA.
recently.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, my last tweet is
Your
just
VA.
Kanema.
Sometimes you do.
Anyways, yeah, follow Mars
That
on
you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
I drew that profile picture.
Yeah, Danny drew this profile picture. Anyways,
Oh my
if the
gosh.
question is, do we need artists? The answer is yes.
Always.
Not for the channel, but for our mental health.
Mm-hmm. Join our fan Discord, please. Please.
Yes, please join the fan Discord so that we can be friends. Wow, we are really dragging this out, but I'm having a good time. Is everybody?
Yeah. I'm
Are
having a
you?
great time.
Yeah.
Devil's here. Are you having a good time, Devil?
I'm very tired.
no,
Sounds like you're
I'm
having a
gonna
great
go to the
time.
grocery store after this because I'm really craving truffle fries, and I will need to make them in my air fryer.
You can get that at the grocery store?
You can get truffle oil and potatoes.
Yeah.
You guys are so high class. I'm just eating Panera again.
Steak over here.
Uh.
That was chopped into bits and ground up into meat and slathered all over a tortilla thing.
Oh.
So not a steak.
Yeah, we've
One
been streaming for
realization.
2 hours.
We've
And
been
a
streaming
third
for 2 hours.
Half of it was almost nothing.
Half of it was almost nothing, and half of it
Yeah.
was us droning on about voice acting, which I'm sure everyone loved.
Hmm
I am so sorry.
No.
Um,
This is so great.
Do you think people actually liked it?
I mean, I think they're
Well, they
still
I
here.
think they paid us, so I think
Oh,
I think they did.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, and we spent like 20 minutes at the beginning just talking.
Yeah, we were just hanging out. We were just catching vibes.
Just
Being
funny little
dudes.
guys.
Mhm.
Just funny little guys.
Chilling, man.
Okay, well, I'm
It's okay.
gonna go to the grocery store.
Get your truffle fries.
I really want truffle fries, dude. I would just order them, but I need to make them in the air fryer so that it complies with my
Makes it better.
eating plan.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the D word.
The
Driving.
dango.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yep.
Subscribe and join and be our friends. Join the Discord and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. I'm so happy you're here, the Ultimate Nightcore fan. Thank you for joining us.
And all of you others.
Ooh, Arcana's
Thank you.
in holiday in Spain and had some nice all-you-can-eat Japanese food.
That is very fun.
I like that because I think Spain is as physically far away from Japan as you can get. But I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, I'm trying to, like, pierce the globe in my brain. Maybe, like, Central Africa is actually the furthest? Or, like, Northwestern Africa? Question mark?
North.
If anyone wants to donate to us a globe that has a spear through Japan,
I
and
want to
we-
pierce Japan so we can figure out where the furthest point is.
be sure to go to our throne where we should probably put that up because that would be very
Where is
funny.
the furthest place?
How about just the opposite side of the globe from Japan?
Just
What?
take a spear through the globe.
What?
What is it?
I don't buy this. Hang on.
What is
Have
it?
I ever seen a map before?
No.
This is claiming that it's South America, and I just don't buy that.
Brazil.
Brazil.
You think the furthest
Brazil.
place from Japan is Brazil?
That's what it says. It
I
says
don't
it's the
buy
complete
it.
opposite of the globe.
Really?
That's what it says.
South America.
The internet.
Explains a
The internet
lot.
doesn't lie.
Opposite point on a globe.
The
Okay. I'm
what is it
picking up a
called?
map.
Look at
okay.
the latitude and longitude, the coordinates.
Hang on. Okay, we got this. Don't worry, Danny. Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll figure this out.
Okay.
Um,
What map are you
If you
using?
don't, I'll
Some maps
cry.
are wrong.
I'm in antipodesmap.com, and I'm
Wait,
searching.
do you want
Oh,
to
I
stream?
don't
Do you want to
know.
stream it? You want to stream your screen so
Okay.
we can see what you're looking at?
Stream the globe for us.
Hang on. And we are what? There's no way.
Brazil.
How? What? There's
Just in the ocean?
but they're right. They're right. It's right there.
Oh, where you pinpointed
So?
Spain also counts.
Okay.
I'm
It's
Okay, let's go
Brazil.
to. Why don't we go to Spain, like Madrid or something,
Hang
and
on, I'm
see
so
what's the
confused.
opposite of that?
Yeah. What's the opposite of Spain?
Pain.
New Zealand.
What?
Nice.
No.
But New
I don't-
Zealand. Do you see that the distance between Japan and New Zealand is like this? I can't like make this work in my
No.
brain.
But also
It
the
makes
map
sense.
is actually a globe, because it's all
Yeah, it's a
it's
globe.
completely spherical.
All right, so I think we've kept this on for too long.
Oh, crap.
I'm so confused.
We're not talking about the thing anymore.
I'm so.
I do have to go, so I'll talk. Thank you guys for having me on. And I'm
Okay,
gonna
you're
hop out.
welcome. Thank you, chat.
I love y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.